kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Panthers offense will take the field first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the Panthers headed quickly to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him, get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hayward. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up. Can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. Quickly to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. Got his man. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. This time, stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Quickly complete. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's complete on the right side. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on that throw.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Put the clamps on that ball and strolled into the end zone for a touchdown. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To the air, it's Carpenter. Bringing the heat. Keeps looking downfield. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out. They can start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play. Because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down. And they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goop.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week and dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so done.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Hayward. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. On the run, it's Baxter. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. They'll try to get it through the air. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. Makes a grab past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself.
Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll try the run. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Handoff from the gun.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Hauls it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Converts on 4th down, still going. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Quickly complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
What an example of this quarterback just putting his offense on his back. Drop back, wanted to throw the ball downfield, nobody open, no problem. Extend the play, buy himself some time, and then take off with his legs to score that touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Arkansas State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week. But they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by just 1 over ULM. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the pressure was too much. They get it at the 15. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Scanning the field, it's Carpenter. Rushes on him. Going to try to get it himself. He's past the 30. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Pitt pushing the pace.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not...
Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and win and get back in it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to go up top on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch, it's back. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The play action fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
They'll try to pick up this 3rd down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. The offense changing the play. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Punt is on its way. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to pass. It's Carpenter. Quick strike complete. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Bettis. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's going to cruise in with this one. It is a touchdown. Well, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Here's a heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to...
There he goes. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
You know, it's funny because that play worked out well, so the offensive coordinator, he looks like a genius. But if it didn't work well, everybody's yelling, wow, that's a conservative call. What are you doing? It's third down.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That's caught. It's Hayward. It's a fumble on the play. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on second down. Plucks it out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped. A gain of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Still looking, on the move. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They've taken 3 haymakers right across the jaw, down 21-0, but David, now the chance to answer.
Man, this defense has been suffocating, and this is so hard. When you don't have the answers early, man, and the defense hits you in the mouth, you've got to find some plays quickly here to try to make this a football game.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of pride. They're not used to being in this position. I think it's going to take one effort, one individual great play to finally wake this team up and get them back some momentum.
They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Pitt right back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll go right back to the run. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Give to the running back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Hayward. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gonna look downfield again. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Pulls it in. It's Hayward. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of the play will stand. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Baxter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. About to snap it for the 8th time on this drive, and it's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. grabbed in the middle. It's Erickson. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last third down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
First and goal for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's in there for a touchdown. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point makes it 28-0.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. That last completion has him... Wants to go up top. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Come on, receiver. You can make that play. You do it all the time in practice. Don't come out here on game day and start getting big eyes under the big lights. You got to make that catch.
On third and short, the power run here. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Second and goal for the offense. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Now after the misfire, it leaves them with third and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Points, points, and more points. This has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll... He unleashes a long one. Makes the catch down the right side. Running free. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Panthers. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Leaves it with the back. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Turning it on. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Going with the counter play here. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? The running back has it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Might be calling a hot route. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. At the 35, he's open. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Okay, ready?
down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Quarterback will keep it. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on 3rd down? They'll try to run it in. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Power ahead. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start.
Time to take a shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Panthers.
Man, that is as good as it gets. 99 yards. Talk about flipping the field, creating an explosive play. Momentum switch. There it is. Out of your own end zone, backed up. 99 yards to the house.
And the extra point is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a short run there, and that'll end it. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off.